I watched her documentary before she ever became big. I think I seen it on PBS, on Channel 13. You can tell she was a rough. She had anger problems. She was not ladylike. She was nigga boy, tomboy. Nah, and she, nigga, she went through the process and corrected what needed to be corrected to represent what a champ is. She ain't no Layla Ali. None of our new youth are what our old stars used to be. They got their own mind, they got their own identity. So they picking on Clarissa. And can't nobody whoop her.
What if I told you the man you thought was just dropping bars and love songs has allegedly been dropping a whole lot more? And not in a good way? Yeah, I'm talking about Papoose, the Brooklyn rapper, who's suddenly finding himself at the center of a storm so big it makes social media lose its mind. But here's the kicker. This isn't some random Twitter beef or petty celebrity drama. Sources claim that Charleston White just pulled back the curtain, exposing a financial web so tangled it could make your head spin. Millions allegedly moving behind the scenes. Deals structured to benefit everyone but the people they're supposed to protect. And the person allegedly caught in the middle? You guessed it. And wait, there's more. Add Remy Ma into the mix, and suddenly, this isn't just a scandal. It's a calculated, high-stakes drama with money, manipulation, and public facades clashing with hidden truths. Fans think they know what's happening. They don't. Insiders are whispering. Contracts are leaking. And the receipts. Oh, the receipts tell a story darker than any diss track you've ever heard. So buckle up, because what you're about to hear could change how you see every move Papoose has ever made. And maybe even the whole game. You won't believe what's unfolding behind the glitz and glam of the rap world. Because what Charleston White just exposed about Papoose is nothing short of explosive. Fans have been cheering and vibing to his bars for years. But insiders claim there's a financial storm brewing that nobody saw coming. Imagine millions of dollars moving quietly behind the scenes. Contracts signed with smiles and handshakes, while the real story stays buried in legalese, fine print, and carefully orchestrated public appearances. People think they know the Brooklyn legend, someone loyal, sharp, and respected, but according to Charleston White, there's allegedly a different narrative hidden behind the velvet ropes and Instagram captions. The rapper isn't just rapping. Sources say he's allegedly playing a high-stakes game of financial chess, with moves so calculated they make Wall Street look like child's play. And then there's Remy Ma, allegedly the silent architect of a parallel plan, moving her pieces strategically, keeping Papoose's public persona alive while the money allegedly flows into channels. Fans can't even imagine. The claims are jaw-dropping. Sources say the multi-million-dollar deals that appear glamorous on the surface are allegedly structured in a way that benefits multiple parties. Before the man everyone thinks is in control ever sees a dime, every appearance, every performance, every collaboration is reportedly funneled through layers of intermediaries, managers, and entities that effectively siphon the wealth. And this isn't just about money. Insiders allege that emotional manipulation is at play too, that the loyalty, the friendship, even the mentorship that fans love to celebrate, may actually be part of a system designed to maintain control. Imagine trusting someone for years, building a legacy together, only to realize that your work, your sweat, and your public victories are quietly funding someone else's empire. Fans have been quick to jump to conclusions. Some defending Papoose blindly, others calling it another celebrity scandal for social media fodder. But Charleston White paints a picture far more sinister than a viral meme or a leaked text. Allegedly, Papoose's past financial struggles, tax complications, and long-standing debts may have created a situation where he needs outside systems to cover shortfalls. And insiders say Remy Ma is allegedly playing a key role in that. What fans see as playful social media tension between the two may actually be carefully staged to distract the public, keeping eyes off the intricate money flows and complex financial arrangements behind the scenes. And while the audience cheers, the narrative suggests the real maneuvering is happening quietly, strategically, with every handshake and press photo carefully timed for maximum public effect. There are also whispers of lavish spending that border on unbelievable. Sources claim Papoose has allegedly been seen allocating funds from supposed collaborations and appearances to cover debts and luxury expenses, often before any profit ever reaches the individuals actually creating the work. Remy Ma's name comes up repeatedly in these accounts, allegedly orchestrating certain agreements, positioning herself strategically, ensuring that every media feud or public spat serves a larger purpose beyond entertainment. These allegations suggest a level of coordination that, if true, would be unlike anything fans expect from the public-facing dynamics of celebrity rap life. Every diss track, every Instagram post, and every media interview could allegedly have a dual function, keeping the persona alive while maintaining control over financial flows. What makes the story even more complex is the alleged pattern of trust and loyalty being weaponized. Charleston White reportedly claims that Papoose's inner circle has been built in a way that ensures he operates in a bubble, that the people he depends on for guidance, advice, and career decisions are positioned to extract maximum advantage. Loyalty, dedication, and even personal bonds are allegedly leveraged as tools, not just relationships, meaning every gesture, every handshake, every promise may carry hidden implications. This allegedly leaves him in a position where financial benefit and personal influence are always intermediated by people he believes to be allies. And insiders say the emotional manipulation is just as impactful as the financial one. Fans have noticed tension between Papoose and Remy Ma for years, a back and forth of playful shade and occasional public disagreements. But insiders suggest these moments aren't just personality clashes. They're a performance designed to create a narrative, a story for the public while the real deals, the real financial flows, are happening quietly out of view. Every headline, every viral moment, every interview is allegedly another layer of strategy, carefully controlled to maintain appearances, while ensuring the system continues functioning in favor of the orchestrators. Charleston White reportedly highlights a particularly shocking angle, that the multi-million-dollar deals, collaborations, and endorsements everyone sees as breakthroughs may have clauses so intricate, so opaque, that the majority of financial gains are rerouted before Papoose even realizes it. Insiders claim the structures involve multiple middlemen, managers, and entities, each taking a cut before the supposed beneficiary ever touches a check. The public celebration, the hype, the win that fans cheer for according to the leaks is partially an illusion, a carefully curated version of success where visibility does not equal full control or full benefit. Meanwhile, the alleged emotional setup intensifies the drama. Charleston White reportedly claims that the loyalty and admiration of Papoose toward those around him are being exploited in ways that blur the lines between mentorship, friendship, and manipulation. The insider narrative suggests that Remy Ma, knowingly or unknowingly, participates in this orchestration, keeping the public narrative tight, ensuring that attention remains focused on the right places while key operations, financial or strategic, move unseen. Fans may interpret interactions as normal celebrity dynamics or friendly rivalry, but the insider story implies something much deeper, something meticulously calculated, and allegedly far more consequential than anyone outside the inner circle realizes. Even more jaw-dropping. According to these claims, the ripple effect could extend beyond the obvious. Deals that appear beneficial may carry hidden contingencies, redirecting money to cover obligations such as taxes, debts, or prior arrangements, often leaving the apparent beneficiary with far less than they anticipate. Every public win, every sold-out show, every viral clip allegedly fueling a broader financial ecosystem that doesn't necessarily serve the person the public believes is in charge. And while fans cheer, insiders say the real movement, the actual control, remains behind closed doors. Social media commentary, which often paints this as another celebrity feud, barely scratches the surface. Comments and reactions are immediate, but the layers of coordination, alleged strategy, and financial orchestration are hidden from the casual observer. Charleston White reportedly claims that insiders see the full picture, one where money, loyalty, public perception, and private maneuvering are intertwined in a way that could have serious consequences. If exposed fully, fans see rivalry. Insiders see a carefully constructed, high-stakes playbook that moves fast, quietly, and relentlessly. Sources also allege that Papoose's historic reputation as a savvy, streetwise figure may have made him vulnerable to manipulation under the guise of trust. Charleston White reportedly notes that previous challenges, public pressures, and the demands of celebrity life could create openings for people to insert themselves strategically into his professional and personal operations. This alleged combination of emotional investment, trust, and public perception creates a scenario where apparent loyalty is constantly leveraged for gain, keeping the public-facing figure operating in a bubble while the real game moves invisibly. It's clear that what the public has celebrated for years may be only a fraction of the reality. Allegations of financial redirection, emotional manipulation, strategic public displays, and hidden orchestration paint a picture far more complex, far more shocking, and far more dramatic than casual fans realize. Millions of dollars, contracts layered with hidden clauses, and public personas carefully curated all converge in a system allegedly designed to maintain advantage and control. And while this video of the story exposes the setup, insiders hint that the narrative only grows darker, the stakes even higher, and the fallout potentially devastating. The deeper you dig into this story, the more tangled it becomes. Sources allege that Papoose's financial empire, what fans assumed was controlled and transparent, is actually riddled with layers of redirection, intermediaries, and deals designed to extract maximum advantage from every move he makes. Imagine signing a multi-million-dollar contract, celebrating it as a career milestone, only to discover that nearly every dollar is filtered through a labyrinth of management entities, personal associates, and shadow agreements. According to Charleston White, this is allegedly happening right under the public's nose, and the public doesn't even realize the magnitude of the setup. The appearances, the interviews, the sold-out shows, they all give off the vibe of success. But insiders claim the reality is far more orchestrated, far more calculated, and far more shocking than anything you've seen on Instagram or TMZ. It's not just the money. Emotional manipulation reportedly plays a huge role in the alleged setup. Sources claim that Papoose, someone the public sees as streetwise, savvy, and loyal, has allegedly been surrounded by individuals who influence every decision, every public display, and every career move. Charleston White reportedly asserts that loyalty, trust, and admiration are being used strategically to maintain control. The man who appears to be in charge may actually be operating inside a carefully designed system, where every gesture of friendship or mentorship has an invisible cost. Fans cheer when he steps on stage, when he drops a verse, when he posts a picture with Remy Ma, but insiders suggest those same moves could be quietly feeding a machine that benefits others far more than him. Insiders also claim that Remy Ma plays a surprisingly critical role. Publicly, she appears as a rival, a figure who trades subtle shade and maintains her own media presence. Behind closed doors, however, Charleston White reportedly says she's allegedly aligned in this high-stakes system, coordinating with Papoose's financial moves in ways that keep the public distracted. The tension that fans perceive, the disagreements and playful arguments on social media may be carefully staged to create a narrative, while simultaneously keeping eyes off the actual financial orchestration. Every post, every story, every interview allegedly serves multiple purposes: public entertainment, personal leverage, and strategic redirection of wealth. The public thinks they are witnessing rivalry, But insiders say it's actually a sophisticated setup, designed to maintain control over millions of dollars, while keeping the main figure emotionally invested. The alleged scale of spending is staggering. Sources claim that Papoose has been funding not just his lifestyle, but a series of obligations, luxury expenses, and investments that the public has no clue about. From private residences to expensive cars, from lavish parties to high-end collaborations. Insiders allege that money moves faster than fans can track, filtered through complex arrangements that allow multiple parties to take their cut. Before it ever reaches him, the average observer thinks they see a rapper enjoying success. But according to these leaks, the reality is far murkier. And every dollar he earns is potentially being leveraged as a tool, not just a paycheck. Charleston White reportedly highlights examples where high-profile deals celebrated in the media may already be partially allocated to settle debts, cover other financial obligations, or fund projects he isn't fully aware of. Fans have reacted in predictable ways. But the depth of the alleged scandal goes far beyond tweets and Instagram comments. People are shocked, confused, and some are angry, while others cling to loyalty, refusing to believe any allegations could be true. Charleston White reportedly says this combination of public adoration and hidden manipulation is precisely what allows the setup to function. While fans are distracted by the drama, the real story unfolds quietly, efficiently, and systematically, ensuring that control and benefit remain concentrated among those orchestrating the system. Social media amplifies the spectacle, giving the appearance of transparency, while masking the inner workings of a network designed for advantage, influence, and profit. Allegedly, the coordination between Papoose and Remy Ma extends to contracts, endorsements, and sponsorships. Every public appearance may seem spontaneous, but insiders suggest they are strategically timed and structured. Deals celebrated as career milestones may contain hidden clauses, redirecting portions of earnings, royalties, or appearance fees into hands other than the person the public assumes is in charge. Even the perception of independence, of creative control, may be illusory. Sources say every decision is influenced by people who allegedly benefit more from the work than the star himself. This level of alleged orchestration paints a picture of a celebrity empire that's far more strategic, far more manipulative, and far more shocking than what fans see on the surface. The emotional stakes reportedly match the financial ones. Charleston White allegedly claims that Papoose's sense of loyalty, his admiration for those around him, and his personal trust have been weaponized, meaning every gesture of friendship or support could simultaneously serve a hidden agenda. The public sees loyalty and camaraderie, but insiders suggest this could be an ongoing strategy to maintain engagement, to keep attention focused on him, while wealth and influence are quietly redirected. Fans love to dissect posts, tease narratives, and debate rivalries, but the layers of control and manipulation allegedly go far deeper than what anyone outside the inner circle could imagine. Leaked reports referenced by Charleston White reportedly detail arrangements where income from shows, collaborations, and other ventures are funneled through multiple layers before the artist sees any direct benefit. This is allegedly compounded by the emotional setup, public tensions, feigned rivalries, and orchestrated social media drama create a perfect storm where attention is diverted, while influence and financial control are consolidated elsewhere. According to insiders, even some of the most celebrated moments of success may have been partially designed to serve these hidden objectives, ensuring that public perception remains favorable while the inner workings continue unchallenged. Public reaction, unsurprisingly, is mixed. Some fans refuse to believe anything could be amiss, defending every move as genuine. Others are scandalized, interpreting Charleston White's claims as confirmation of suspicions they didn't dare voice. Social media explodes with speculation, memes, and fiery debates. People are asking, if these allegations are true, what does it mean for the integrity of the public persona they have idolized for years? If Papoose, a figure synonymous with hustle and authenticity, is allegedly caught in this web? What does it say about the industry, the networks, and the unseen hands shaping celebrity narratives behind the scenes? The alleged scenario reportedly creates a dangerous cycle. Financial and emotional manipulation feed into each other, maintaining influence while limiting autonomy. Charleston White allegedly claims that Papoose's public moves, the collaborations, and even media appearances could be subtly guided to maintain the system's functionality. Fans cheer, celebrities collaborate. The media covers every angle, but insiders suggest the real mechanisms. The distribution of wealth and influence remain hidden. The deeper you go, the more shocking the picture becomes. Every deal celebrated publicly could already be partially allocated elsewhere. Every social media feud may be staged for distraction, and every act of loyalty may carry hidden consequences. And while the world watches, Charleston White reportedly hints that the final layers are even darker. The coordination between Papoose and Remy Ma allegedly involves not just contracts, deals, and public appearances, but strategic media placement, social media timing, and even legal maneuvering designed to protect the orchestrators while keeping the public misdirected. Allegedly, every headline, every viral clip, and every media story is another cog in the system. The public sees music, performance, and celebrity intrigue. Insiders see a calculated structure, a high-stakes game where control, wealth, and influence are maximized behind the scenes while public attention is diverted elsewhere. The allegations suggest a scenario that is far more intricate, far more shocking, and far more consequential than even Charleston White may have initially revealed. Millions of dollars, layers of intermediaries, and an emotional setup allegedly designed to maintain control converge into a system that few outsiders can fully grasp. Fans believe they are watching simple celebrity rivalry, but the truth, according to insiders, is that nearly everything is part of a coordinated strategy with massive stakes, both financially and emotionally. And with this video on the horizon, the fallout, potential consequences, and ultimate revelations promise to push this saga into even darker and more dramatic territory. And now, the saga reaches the point where it could explode completely, because Charleston White's alleged revelations don't just stop at financial manipulation and emotional influence. They allegedly expose a system designed to control legacy, reputation, and public perception. Sources claim that Papoose, someone fans have idolized for years as a streetwise, loyal, and savvy figure, may have been unknowingly caught in a cycle that strategically benefits others. Far more than himself. Every move, every collaboration, every high-profile appearance could allegedly be part of a carefully orchestrated setup, where public perception is tightly controlled, while wealth and influence are quietly redirected behind the scenes. It's like watching a chess game in which the pieces everyone loves and cheers for are being moved by unseen hands. Insiders reportedly say that the public rivalry with Remy Ma, which has fueled countless headlines, memes, and social media debates, may have been nothing more than an elaborate distraction. Charleston White allegedly claims that the tension, the shade, and even the occasional subtle public disagreements serve a dual purpose: entertaining fans while ensuring that the real financial and strategic flows remain invisible. Every viral moment, every Instagram story, every interview carefully positions Papoose as the public figure everyone sees, while the alleged orchestration continues quietly, efficiently, and ruthlessly behind the scenes. And fans? They cheer, they speculate, they debate, but they remain largely blind to what insiders claim is happening out of view. Financially, the stakes are astronomical. Allegedly, the multi-million-dollar deals celebrated by fans may already be partially siphoned through layers of middlemen, managers, and collaborators before Papoose ever sees the bulk of the revenue. According to Charleston White, the intricate web of financial arrangements allows multiple parties, including Remy Ma and other insiders, to take cuts that are invisible to the public. From endorsements to live performances, The wealth generated is allegedly redistributed strategically, ensuring that Papoose's visible success may not reflect the actual earnings reaching him. Imagine winning the accolades, collecting the trophies, seeing your own victories celebrated publicly, only to learn that the lion's share of what you create is quietly feeding someone else's empire. The alleged emotional manipulation runs just as deep. Charleston White reportedly claims that loyalty, trust, and admiration are being exploited to maintain control. Every handshake, every gesture of support, every act of perceived friendship may allegedly serve a dual purpose, cultivating emotional investment while keeping Papoose engaged in a system designed to extract maximum advantage. Fans interpret camaraderie and mentorship as genuine. Insiders allegedly see a complex network where devotion, respect, and personal bonds are leveraged strategically. According to sources, the psychological pressure of maintaining public appearances, while simultaneously being caught in hidden agreements and contracts, creates a scenario where even someone as experienced as Papoose could be blindsided. Public reactions have been intense. Social media exploded after Charleston White's initial claims, with fans defending, doubting, and speculating. Some insist it's another celebrity smear. Others feel vindicated, convinced that the leaks validate suspicions they had long held. Memes circulate like wildfire, hashtags trend, and every news outlet wants a piece of the drama. But insiders say that while the public narrative rages, the real coordination continues quietly. Each headline, viral clip, or discussion allegedly reinforces the system by keeping attention focused on personalities and conflicts rather than financial or strategic realities. The spectacle distracts, entertains, and amplifies the illusion of transparency while the inner workings proceed without scrutiny. And then there's the alleged fallout. Charleston White reportedly warns that if these layers of manipulation are exposed fully, the consequences could be staggering. Legal investigations, government probes, or even financial audits could emerge as a result of the alleged hidden flows of money. Sources claim that some contracts may be legally ambiguous, leaving room for disputes, audits, and potential lawsuits. Meanwhile, Papoose's public image and reputation, carefully cultivated over decades, could be damaged irrevocably if the narrative shifts from music legend to figure allegedly caught. In a high-stakes web of financial orchestration, the stakes are high, the tension is palpable, and insiders say the drama has barely begun. Allegedly, even historical collaborations and performances are under scrutiny. Charleston White reportedly suggests that what fans once celebrated as creative genius may have also functioned as part of a broader strategic and financial orchestration. Every appearance on stage, every public endorsement, every viral video could allegedly serve multiple hidden purposes: public engagement, distraction, and financial redirection. The lines between authenticity and manipulation blur, leaving fans to wonder how much of what they saw was genuine and how much was carefully curated to serve the interests of others. The revelations reportedly challenge the very foundation of what fans think they know about Papoose, Remy Ma, and the dynamics of celebrity influence. Insiders claim that the alleged manipulation has long-term consequences. Even if Papoose remains unaware of the full scope, the cumulative effect of financial redirection, emotional pressure, and public scrutiny may leave lasting impacts. Charleston White reportedly highlights the danger of such a setup: losing control over one's brand, influence, and financial independence while remaining celebrated publicly. The apparent success masks a complex web of dependencies, obligations, and emotional investments that may ultimately constrain decision-making and personal autonomy. Fans cheer victories, but the alleged undercurrent is one of careful, almost surgical control. And the drama doesn't end there. Allegedly, the coordination between Papoose and Remy Ma has extended beyond the obvious into social media. Strategy, media placements, and narrative shaping. Every subtle post, every feigned disagreement, and every public statement may allegedly serve a hidden function: distraction, redirection, and reinforcement of the system that extracts maximum advantage from the public-facing star. Insiders reportedly say that the spectacle of rivalry is just a performance, a carefully managed story designed to ensure that attention, money, and influence remain under control. Fans see rivalry. Insiders see leverage. The more the audience watches, the more the system allegedly thrives. Charleston White reportedly claims that the ultimate layer of this alleged setup is about control over legacy. Papoose's decades of influence, his career achievements, and his cultural impact may all be quietly leveraged to maintain the power, influence, and wealth of those orchestrating the system. Every award, every high-profile performance, and every media appearance becomes a tool not just for visibility, but for consolidating control behind the scenes. Fans cheer. Industry insiders observe. The hidden network allegedly operates with precision, ensuring that the public figure generates value while the benefits are quietly distributed elsewhere. And the potential legal and reputational consequences are chilling. Allegedly, if auditors, investigators, or regulatory authorities were to examine the alleged structures, contracts, and financial flows, it could trigger a cascade of legal exposure. Charleston White reportedly warns that the combination of redirected funds, opaque deals, and coordinated manipulation could expose everyone involved to scrutiny, lawsuits, or worse. The emotional fallout is equally significant. Fans, who feel a personal connection to the music, the persona, and the public story, may feel betrayed or manipulated. And for Papoose himself, the combination of public adoration and alleged behind-the-scenes manipulation creates a precarious scenario, celebrated publicly, yet potentially constrained privately. Even as the world reacts, insiders reportedly claim the system continues operating quietly, efficiently, and relentlessly. Every media appearance, every viral moment, every public feud allegedly reinforces the structure while keeping the orchestrators safely behind. The scenes, the public narrative celebrity rivalry, music drama, playful social media tension is allegedly just the tip of the iceberg. Underneath lies a complex and shocking story of financial maneuvering, emotional manipulation, and strategic orchestration that could redefine how fans view everything Papoose has done for decades. The alleged story reaches its crescendo. Charleston White's claims suggest a world where loyalty, trust, and public admiration are weaponized, where financial arrangements are carefully layered to benefit others before the individual who generates the value, where public rivalry is performed for distraction, and where legacy, reputation, and autonomy could be quietly compromised. Fans celebrate the music, the personality, and the persona, but insiders say that beneath it all lies a labyrinthine setup, a high-stakes game of influence, wealth, and control that may be unlike anything the public has ever imagined. The saga isn't just scandal. It's alleged strategy, alleged orchestration, alleged manipulation, and the final act, as Charleston White reportedly warns, may have consequences far beyond the headlines, shaking the very foundations of the celebrity world itself. So, what do you think? Are these allegations just wild rumors? Or is there a carefully orchestrated empire hiding behind the glitz and glamour we all see? Could Papoose really be unknowingly trapped in a web of financial and emotional manipulation, while the world cheers his every move? And what about Remy Ma, friend, rival, or secret strategist? The questions are endless, and the answers could change everything we thought we knew about loyalty, trust, and celebrity power. If this story shocks you, if it makes you question every headline, every social media post, and every public feud you've ever watched, you already know how deep TH.